So we've seen various situations in which the accent moves in Greek to show us something, be it in the past when we pull the accent back, be it with the neuter plural when we add ta instead of changing o to a. With the longer nouns, the accent can move. So we can have, for example, to problema and then ta problemata. The ta on the end there pulls the accent towards it. We've seen that when we have u for our ending of, like of my friend, filu, no. When this goes on to a longer word, it can pull the accent towards it, like in o daskalos, the teacher, and tu daskalou, of the teacher, or anthropos, like in anthropology, the person, tu anthropou, of the person. So we've seen various situations in which the accent may move in Greek. We also have an important situation in which the accent may double. So not move, but double. This can happen when we put a word like mu, tu, su, etc. for possession on longer words. So for example, what is the problem?
To problema.
To problema. My problem is to problemamu. To problemamu. So when we put mu on problema, it actually gets a secondary accent. The accent doesn't move, it gets two. And both are actually written as well. So we have to problema and then to problemamu. So this actually helps connect the idea in sound. To problema, to problemamu. So we know that that's my problem rather than to problema, the problem, mu, to me, and then something else. So that helps us in comprehension and listening to group that mu with to problema, to problemamu. How would you say his problem?
To problematu.
To problematu. The car, how is the car?
To αυτοκίνητο.
To αυτοκίνητο. Her car?
To αυτοκίνητό της.
So with these longer words, we're raising the accent again towards the end and helping in comprehension to understand that tis is about the car and not about something else. To αυτοκίνητο, to αυτοκίνητόtis. Very good. So this is only in simple constructions, no? When we say, for example, her car, his car. But if you say the car of Yorgos, then you don't have to worry about moving the accent anymore. Only if you say his car, her car, my car. So how would you say that? The car of Yorgos, Yorgos's car.
Το αυτοκίνητο του Γιώργου.
Το αυτοκίνητο του Γιώργου. But just his car?
Το αυτοκίνητό του.
Το αυτοκίνητό του. His problem?
Το πρόβλημά του.
Το πρόβλημά του. Το πρόβλημά του. But if you say Yorgos's problem rather than his problem?
Το πρόβλημα του Γιώργου.
Το πρόβλημα του Γιώργου. So here, because we have Yorgos's problem rather than his problem, we don't need to worry about doubling the accent. It's only when we use tu, mu, etc. by itself. How would you say the car of my friend's car?
Το αυτοκίνητο του φίλου μου.
Good. Το αυτοκίνητο του φίλου μου. But just his car.
Το αυτοκίνητό του.
Here it sounded like you moved the accent to αυτοκίνητότου, but we need to hear both. To αυτοκίνητότου. Your car?
Το αυτοκίνητό σου.
Very good. To αυτοκίνητό σου. Your problem?
Το πρόβλημά σου.
Το πρόβλημά σου. Good. But just the problem?
Το πρόβλημα.
Το πρόβλημα. And problems?
Τα προβλήματα.
Προβλήματα. So here we have the accent moving because we're adding ta for the plural. But not only because we're adding ta, but because we're adding ta on a longer word. No, chroma, kala, and chromata, we didn't see the accent move, for example. So, ta problemata. How would you say her problems?
Τα προβλήματα της.
I think you were putting the secondary accent, no? Or not?
Τα προβλήματα της. Τα προβλήματά της.
Good. So even there we have two accents. We have the one of ta problemata, and then again on the end, pulling it all together. Ta problematatis. His problems?
Τα προβλήματά του.
Τα προβλήματα του. But the problems of my friend?
Τα προβλήματα του φίλου μου.
Τα προβλήματα του φίλου μου. And there we separate it because we're not saying, his problems, but the problems of my friend. The idea goes on, we don't try to jam it all together. Τα προβλήματα του φίλου μου or τα προβλήματα του. So some of these changes as well in accent are so subtle that native speakers often don't realize that they're doing it. But if you listen out for it, you will definitely notice, and it will make your speech sound much more fluent and native. And also, as I mentioned, these accents are written. But, again, if you read Greek online, for example, a lot of the time you're not going to find all of the secondary accents written. To μάθημα is the course, like matheno, I learn, to μάθημα, the course, both related to maths.
Το μάθημα.
My course?
Το μάθημά μου.
Το μάθημά μου. I will do my course at the teacher's house. What was the teacher again?
Ο δάσκαλος.
Ο δάσκαλος. So I will do my course.
Θα κάνω το μάθημά μου.
Θα κάνω το μάθημά μου in the house.
Στο σπίτι.
Of the teacher.
Του δασκάλου.
Very good. Του δασκάλου. So we change the accent twice here for two different reasons. No, we have το μάθημα and το μάθημά μου. For the mu there, we're making a secondary accent. And then ο δάσκαλος, and then when we say of the teacher, we move the accent on this longer word, ending os, closer to os, του δασκάλου. So again, it seems quite overwhelming to look at all of these changes in accents now, but when you pick them out yourself live, just understanding that it occurs and then picking it out yourself live is surely the best way to internalize these various shifts in accent.